Okay guys, so this is a little video on a day in my life. Just to give you an idea of the kind of stress I should be under. And yes, there's stress, but God is with me, so it's not a horrible life. I'm happy and joyful anyways. But this is my little humble RV, and that sheet goes up on the window for when I leave for work because I don't want the dogs to see everything going on and get excited and want to jump out the window, which is open just a little bit with this blocking it because one day Purity jumped out of one of the windows, so that works pretty good. Coming over here, I have this blanket here to block off the front cab so that the heat doesn't come in through the windows. This is my little everything table. It's my heart. That's my dog Rascal, who passed away just a couple months ago. And unfortunately, at the same time, I lost my Bella, who I painted in this picture. She actually had a white spot that looked like a dove on the back. And that's a painting that I did to help myself through the grief. These candles I always enjoyed at Christmas time when my kids came to visit and I had the house decorated. Not that I had much of a house in North Carolina. We rented a house for a while. But it was what we had until we got our house developed here, which we never did, but I'm working on it. So these are all just little mementos, all kind of stuffed on my table. That mirror was from my husband, who gave it to me as a Christmas present. And I have my fans. This fan gets plugged in when the generator's on. It's not plugged in right now because I'm using the plug for the coffee pot, which I do every morning. And then I unplug it for the generator. This one is a battery-operated fan so that if by some chance the generator goes off, there are battery-operated fans around. This is also a rechargeable fan, which also does that, keeps itself charged for if the battery goes off, if the generator goes off. And this one is a clip fan that goes on the edge here and plugs into the cigarette lighter. So all those are, and there's one more in the back that are just emergencies in case the generator goes off. It doesn't really get that hot here. It is 80 degrees at the most, but and this RV doesn't get that hot. It's cool up here on the mountain, and it's all kind of covered with shades and things to keep it from getting too hot. This is where me and Solomon sleep. My dog Solomon, he has to be by my side every minute. Purity sometimes will come over to this side in the bunk, but she, and I keep that down during the day for the light. She kind of likes to sleep in the kitchen on the floor because she's a husky and she's got a lot of fur. So here you see my watering can because I have to bring in water every day to keep things going. The sink works, but the shower does not. So I'm working on trying to get that fixed. I'm going to show you a little bit of outside. What happened the other night was we went to do some laundry and the machines didn't work very good at the laundry mat. So I was wringing out my clothes and it was ridiculous because the washers didn't work good. And then when I went back for my dryer, they were soaking wet still after 2 times of 45 minutes. So I said, this is ridiculous. So someone at the laundromat said, why don't you just make a clothesline? And I'm like, oh, what a great idea, because that's what boondockers do, right? So now we have a clothesline. This chicken wire is here just because my husband brought it up. I never used it for anything. I'm not sure what. I'll use it for maybe when I make a fence for the dogs. It'll be good. They say to put it at the bottom of the fence so they don't dig, and they do love to dig. So this is just a little Solomon got off his collar. I gotta go.